We're always told that becoming a millionaire has to take like decades of backbreaking work. But what if that's just not true? Today, we're going to break down how one self-made millionaire built a fortune from absolute zero and really challenge this old idea that wealth is something you have to wait around for.
And this quote right here, it just cuts right to the chase. The goal isn't just about saving up for retirement. It's about building wealth sooner so you can actually get out there and enjoy it. It completely reframes wealth building from some far-off dream into something that's urgent and, believe it or not, achievable.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Yeah, that sounds amazing. But how in the world do you do it when you're starting from scratch, with nothing in the bank? Well, that is the big question we're going to tackle today, piece by piece. Before a single dollar is made, before any stocks are ever bought, the whole journey starts right here, between your ears. The absolute first step to building wealth from nothing is all about getting into a millionaire mindset. Let me tell you a quick story that just perfectly captures this. So picture this. You're in a classroom, right? The teacher asks everyone to write down their dream job. The guy whose story we're following, he writes down business owner. He was dreaming big, totally excited. Then the teacher asks for everyone's dream car. He didn't even hesitate. He jotted down Ferrari. The aspirations were huge. The dreams were crystal clear. And last but not least, the dream house. He wrote mansion. So you've got this image of pure, unfiltered ambition. But that's when the bubble burst. And bam, there it is. The teacher basically told the entire class, hey, life's tough, you're probably not going to get any of that, so just be realistic. This is that crushing pressure from society that kills so many dreams before they even get off the ground. But this time, someone decided not to listen. So how do you actually fight that? Well, it kind of boils down to these three things. First, you have to be super careful about whose advice you take. If someone hasn't done what you want to do, why would you follow their roadmap? Second, when you hit a dead end, don't just give up. Try to think of 10 different ways around the problem. And third, you have to get uncomfortable. Real growth only ever happens right at the edge of your comfort zone. All right, so once you've got your head in the right space, it is time to take action. And in this case, action means taking smart, calculated risks. It's about taking that leap of faith, but not with your eyes closed. This timeline shows a real turning point. He gets a job he's actually excited about as a carpenter's apprentice, but the place is toxic. His manager bullies him every single day. He's just miserable. Then one night, he's sitting on his couch and it just hits him. He's 20 years old with almost nothing to his name. What did he really have to lose? He realized the biggest risk wasn't quitting, it was staying. So the very next day, he walked out. And this is a perfect example of a key strategy. The old school advice was always stay loyal, work your way up. But you know what? Studies actually show that one of the fastest ways to boost your income is to strategically switch jobs every couple of years. It feels like a risk for sure, but it's a calculated one that pays off big time for a lot of people. Okay, so you've shifted your mindset, you're taking smart risks, and now your income is starting to climb. What's next? Well, you have to make that money start working for you. It's time to talk investing. You are not gonna believe where his investing journey started. He took on a 14-year-old kid for some work experience, and this kid would not stop talking about stocks. And at first he was like, yeah, right, what's a 14-year-old gonna know? But the kid was so passionate and so sure about this one stock that it got him curious. So what happened? That stock basically blew up overnight. It grew tenfold. The 14-year-old made 10 grand off his 1,000-pound investment, and our guy didn't do too bad himself. And that was it. That was the aha moment where he saw the incredible power of investing. And this is why it is so important to start as soon as you can. Just look at this data from a Fidelity study. If you were invested in the market for the last 40 years, but you missed just the 5 best trading days, your total gains would have been cut by 38%. Missed the 10 best days, you lose more than half of your potential profits. Your biggest advantage is time in the market. So if you're thinking, okay, I'm ready, what should you actually look for in a platform? Here's a quick checklist. You want something that's easy to use, with really smooth charts. You need a wide variety of stocks and funds so you can diversify. And here's a big one. Look for a paper trading feature. It lets you practice with fake money so you can